It's a hefty gate. Leaving Clovelly to Hartland Quay. Well, not quite. No, not even Hartland Point actually. To somewhere before Hartland Point.
Lots of other people today.
Yeah, it's been a bit of a faffy morning getting around the buses and things. We've just been waiting like over an hour in Hartland for the bus. Tried to get a taxi, but the one and only company that we could find was booked until 3 p.m. So it's taken a little while to get going. But we are now on our way.
The sun's shining.
The sun is shining, it's a glorious day. Yeah, I think we've got about 8 miles, just over 8 miles, until our second campsite of the trip. But yeah, I think we might encounter a few people today. It was quite quiet yesterday, wasn't it, on the path?
Yeah, it was.
Today we've already seen lots of people on the bus that look geared up to walk. So yeah, I think it'll be busy, and it's bank holiday officially now.
Yeah.
As we are fueled by a cake, we've grabbed some cakes from the Clovelly cafe, and it's 11-ish, so it's time to eat them, basically. It's a little rocky road. It looks very nice.
I've got a sour cherry and pistachio slice.
Delicious. We need fuel. What can we say?
And it's 11's.
Yeah. That's Mort Point. And then out there is Baggy Point. And then there's a white, I can't see it on the camera, there's a white blob which is the Saunton Sands Hotel. And then it's kind of a bit of a jumble, but Saunton Sands is all the way along there. And then obviously it goes in. And then I guess that's kind of, I don't know what that bit is. Is that Insta? Yeah, I guess it must be. And then like Westward Ho. Yeah, because that bit where it's like a bit like that on the cliffs is just after Westward Ho, isn't it? So that's some of what we've done. Well, that's like the last couple of sections we've done, isn't it?
We've done over 100 miles of coast path.
Yeah, we've done, yeah, it was 100 miles just after Clovelly, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So we've done 102, 3. And what a glorious day for it. There's a secret hut up there in the hill. It's a villain, James Bond villain base, I think. Maybe. Yeah. So we're having such a lovely day, and we were just getting to the point where we were going to leave the coast path to head into Hartland to get ready for our camp stop, but we've decided we're just going to go and do tomorrow's walk now. It's about, what did I say, 6.5 miles extra, but it's like, what is it now, 2 o'clock, half 2? 2 o'clock. So I think we're just going to do it. The weather's lovely. There's a little cafe stop up ahead where we can top up our water and things. Might live to regret it, but I think it'll be good. And then we'll just go home tonight. So that's the plan. We've just extended our day, but we've got a 3 mile-ish walk from the coast path to Hartland. So we're thinking that we'd have to do that. 3 miles further around the coast is half of tomorrow's walk, pretty much. So why not just do the other bit as well? We're feeling good, the weather's good, the vibes are good, so we're just going with it. Just coming past Hartland Point. Lighthouse is closed, so we can't go and see it. And now we're looking south. We've come around the corner pretty much. We've been looking at North Devon for a very long time, it feels like. And now we're going to start looking at North Cornwall. Well, not yet. Can't quite see it. Not there quite yet, but soon. And we're feeling good about our decision to extend the walk today. We've got about 5 miles left.
Not feeling too tired yet. We just stopped and had a full fat Coke and a packet of crisps, or well, you had a chocolate bar.
Yeah.
So we're re-energised,
Yeah.
refuelled.
I'm ready to go on the last few miles. There's Hartland Quay, just down there. We've got to traverse this bit first. Oh yeah. Something like that. Someone having a swim. A couple of people. Up another hill. There it is. The end is in sight. Down there. Although it's like there's the car park and then there's the another dip down. And then we've got to walk back over there. All the way up there, I think. We've done over 100 miles now.
Yeah.
We can see Cornwall. We should be in Cornwall on our next trip. So we would have completed North Devon. Just before we wrap up this episode, I've got a little extra story to tell, which happened to coincide with our walk back into Hartland through the village of Stoke. It's about the legend of St Nectan. So once we were finished with our coast path walk for the day, we had to head back towards the town of Hartland where the car was parked, but nicely it took us through the little village of Stoke, which was the site of the legend of St Nectan, which originally was something we heard about through a podcast that we listened to called Lawmen. But if you go to the village, the church and things like that, then you'll see laminated posters telling you about the legend as well. So I thought I'd share it as well. So way back in 468 AD, St Nectan was born. And he had 24 brothers and 24 sisters, which is an insane amount. And I guess he got a bit tired of that because he decided he wanted to become a hermit. He used to live in Wales and he set sail from Wales and ended up in Hartland Point in Devon. And that's where he settled and lived his solitary life. When he was in his 40s, a swineherd named Hudden came wandering through the forest where he lived looking for his master's best breeding sows. So he came to ask St Nectan if he knew where they were. Thankfully for Hudden, he did know where they were and he was able to show him where they were and where they'd wandered off to. As a thank you, Hudden rewarded St Nectan with 2 cows. It's a nice little reward, isn't it, for a little afternoon's work? But later that year, unfortunately, 2 robbers came by and stole St Nectan's cows from him. Obviously he was a little bit peeved and he wanted to try and get them back, so he decided to track the thieves through the forest, and eventually he did catch up with them However, it didn't quite turn out how we planned, and they ended up cutting off his head, which pretty grim. But you know, instead of just dying like you would imagine, St. Nectan decided to pick up his head and wander back home. After his little walk back home, he was starting to feel a bit tired, so he put his head down, laid it on a rock by a well, and then collapsed. And his head apparently then fell in the well, or just the blood streaked down into the well, and the legend has it that you can still see the blood streaks on the well itself. We did manage to wander down the little path to try and take a look at the well, but it was kind of boarded up, so we couldn't see, and we couldn't see if there was any blood stains, so who knows if it's true or not, you know? It was a fun little detour, and was interesting to have a look around the church and see the source of the legend itself. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed the little tale there. We finished our walk, our double walk today. We got down to Hartland Quay. We did it in pretty good time, to be fair. It's 5:15. And now we just got to walk back to Hartland. It's been a good trip. It's been lovely, perfect weather. I think the mistiness yesterday was the mistiness added to it yesterday and made it better, I think.
Yes. Very atmospheric,
yeah.
Not too hot.
Yeah, but then today's
Nice and cool.
Yeah, today's been really nice, sunny. It's very windy in places. As I just saw, she lost her hat. Thanks. So yeah, we've got about a mile and a bit back to Hartland and then back home. And then hopefully back down again in a few weeks.
End of May,
to
bank holiday, hopefully.
Yeah, to try and get to Bude. Should be doable. But yeah, it's been a lovely walk. Another car's coming. Yeah, and I'm glad that we're both glad that we did we included today's walk instead of doing it tomorrow. No, what am I saying? I'm glad that we didn't wait until tomorrow to do the other walk and that we did it all today, because I think it might not have been very much to walk in one day. So yeah, it was a good walk today.
It's worked out for the best, and we got to see St. Nectan's church.
Yeah, which we wouldn't have with our original plan, which is slightly convoluted, so I can't be bothered to explain it. But it's worked out for the best. So yeah, it's been lovely.
Yeah.
Until next time.